Hello, welcome to الكرامة news channel. It is 9 p.m. our time for top stories, and we start with latest developments in Libya. A high-level Bulgaria delegation arrived at the general headquarters of the Arab-Libyan Armed Forces, headed by Deputy Chairman of the Bulgarian Parliament. Bulgarian delegation tackled with the General Commander of the Arab-Libyan Armed Forces, General Khalifa Haftar, Chief of Staff, Major General Abdelrazak Nazuri, and the Deputy Prime Minister for Security Affairs, means of realizing joint cooperation in a number of fields stopped by security and military issues. Air Force of the Arab-Libyan Armed Forces launched airstrikes on terrorists' position in Boatni district in Benghazi. In the meantime, spokesman for the Special Forces, Colonel Milod Zawiya, noted that 4 soldiers of the armed forces are killed and 10 others wounded in armed clashes against terrorist Ansar al-Sharia in fighting districts in Boatni, Sabri, and Lethi districts of Benghazi. Moreover, he pointed out that the Special Forces conducted operations to penetrate to all terrorist sites. As he further said that the military forces with help of special forces are achieving progress in all fighting districts of Benghazi. Libyan Center for Press Freedom said that 4 journalists were detained for hours following their coverage of a car bomb explosion incident in Tripoli. The center said in a statement that forces of the Directorate of National Security in Tripoli that belongs to terrorist Libya Dawn militias detained 4 reporters working for various media outlets for 3.5 hours while they are photographing the car bomb incident in the area central of Tripoli on Monday. Department of Foreign Media intervened for their release on the grounds that they have accredited journalists. Envoy of UN Secretary General to Libya Bernardino Leon have called on government of the outgoing Congress to speed up a solution to its objection to the agreement draft and its position towards the dialogue sessions. Leon denied in a press conference in Istanbul that the participation of outgoing National Council's members in upcoming dialogue sessions in Geneva that due to be held in the 3rd and 4th of this month. He also noted that the meeting in Istanbul will discuss some of the observations made by the delegation of the outgoing General National Council. And from Darna, sources said that the parliament member in Darna, Khilal At-Turkawi, said that Intisar Shanib met with the councils of elders and wise men in the city as well as civil society organizations to discuss the problems and difficulties of the city. The meeting tackled several issues touched by health, helping needy families, and formation of a committee of wise men to communicate with parliament members of the city. For its part, Turkawi said that the meeting is the first and there will be several other meetings to resolve the problems of the city. Moreover, he pointed out that an agreement was reached with wise men to adopt certain mechanisms to assist the people of Darna to face these difficult circumstances. Parliament's Roadmap Commission held a meeting with the consultative work group formed by Commission to express legal opinion of period after end of Parliament's mandate in October. For his part, committee member Aisha Tablagi said that 1 week was specified for the consultative work group to present their views to the Roadmap Committee, pointed out that the output of the consultative group are not obligatory for the Commission. The interim government decided to establish 2 social attaches in both Egypt and Tunisia. The government noted that this comes because of multitude of problems that displaced people face in the 2 countries, especially after what has been presented by Minister of Labor and Social Affairs in the cabinet meeting in August 25. The Libyan government decided that citizens from Yemen, Iran and Pakistan should be deprived of entering the country. A military source said the ban came as a result of current security conditions and to preserve the country's security and stability. The government has banned the granting of visas for Sudanese, Palestinians, Syrians and Bangladeshi people areas this year. And now we transfer to the Arab area, and in Yemen, Saudi coalition jets bombed the Houthi-held Darimi air base and a military college in Sana'a in repeated airstrikes that shook the Yemeni capital today. Large plumes of black smoke could be seen rising in Sana'a. So far, there were no official reports of casualties. Saudi forces have been waging an air campaign against the Houthis since March to try to halt the Zaidi Shiite group's expansion and restore the exiled Hadi to power. The northern-based Houthis seized Sana'a in September 2014, then took control of much of the Arabian Peninsula country. But the forces loyal to President Abdurrahman Mansour Hadi, supported by Saudi-led airstrikes, have made significant advances since July. The Turkish authorities are in contact with their counterparts in Iraq and are investigating who is behind the kidnap of 18 construction workers in Baghdad. The Turkish Deputy Prime Minister Kurtulmuş said today. Gunmen in military uniform seized 18 Turkish workers from a sports stadium they were building in northeastern Baghdad today. Their company said in what Ankara said appeared to have been a targeted attack. Deputy Prime Minister Numan Kurtulmuş said that two countries were working together to find the kidnappers. Asked about the Turkish soldier who went missing late yesterday following cross-border fire from terrorist Daesh group held territory in northern Syria, which left one other soldier dead. Kurtulmuş said no contact had been established with him. The missing serviceman and abducted workers raised the specter of another possible hostage scenario involving Turkish citizens. Last year, the ultra-radical militants seized 46 Turkish citizens in the Iraqi city of Mosul. And from Pakistan, airstrikes carried out by Pakistani forces have killed at least 31 people in country's volatile. Northeast officials said as an offensive against the Pakistani Taliban countries on several fronts. Warplanes bombarded the Shal Valley today, killing at least 17 suspected militants. Intelligence officials said 4 militants' hideouts were destroyed. According to the officials, the airstrikes took place in a part of border area between the north and south Waziristan tribal regions where some civilians are still present. Most were evacuated last year when Pakistan launched a full-scale offensive against the Pakistani Taliban and its allies in North Waziristan. Also today, more airstrikes in the Khyber tribal area killed at least 40 militants and wounded 6. And about the relation between China and South Korea. China and South Korea today agreed to enhance bilateral cooperation in the safeguarding regional peace and stability. Chinese President Xi Jinping met with his South Korean counterpart Park Geun-hye today in Beijing ahead of China's military parade to mark the 17th anniversary of the victory of Chinese People's War of Resistance against Japanese aggression. President Xi Jinping said at the meeting that South Korea is a friendly neighbor of China and an important power in facilitating regional and world peace. Both countries worked in unity and helped each other during their struggle against Japan's colonial aggression, said the Chinese leader. The president said that China called for the earnest fulfillment of related resolutions made and agreed upon by the six-party talks. UN Security Council on the September 19 joint statement and opposed to any actions that may flare up tensions in the region. The South Korean president said South Korea looks forward to enhancing cooperation and coordination with China in coping with the regional situation, achieving the nuclearizations of the Korean Peninsula, safeguarding peace and stability, and promoting regional cooperation in northeast of Asia. My audience, that is the wrap-up of our top stories for today. For much more, you can check our website www.watanilkarama.tv. Thanks for being with us. See you next time. My greeting, Rانيا البليدي.